Hi, welcome. This is PJ, Prince Joseph. Welcome to my channel, Pangea Cuisines, and today we're going to be making bacon rice. We'll use tomato paste in our rice, so it'll come out a bit orangish. It'll mimic the Mexican rice and the West African Jollof rice, particularly Ghana. But this is my creation. It's not authentic in any way, shape, or form, but this will knock your socks off. Let's go. These are my ingredients. This is the bacon that I use, Oscar Mayer bacon, and then obviously the rice. Majority of the time I'm using jasmine rice, and this is jasmine from Goya, and Cento tomato paste as well here, and I'll have this spice. Yeah, this Goya spice. I really like to use it. It has a very nice aroma and taste. And we also have an allspice that I mixed, and I mixed this using adobo and some other herbs that I blended together. And then after the rice, I'll make just two strips of steak, and I'll add in like rosemary, and I'll use the same spice to season the steak. So let's get on with it. I didn't introduce garlic, already peeled garlic, and I have diced tomatoes from Hunt's, and pretty much that's it. Some chili peppers, which is always optional. This is these are Scotch bonnets, and our famous white onion, and we're done. Okay, let's get on with it. Okay, now as our rice is being cooked, I'm going to season two lovely strips of steak that I had in the refrigerator, and we'll serve the rice with a steak. Okay, all right. So we'll just add our seasoning onto it. It's just a dry rub, and usually you can put some oil on your beef just to have it bind with your seasoning, but this I don't have to do that because it's a thin steak, so it's easier to season, so we don't have to bind it. We don't need a binder. Okay, so this is it. When it goes on the fire, I just add on some rosemary and some garlic. Okay, so now we have our blender out, and we're gonna blend the chili and the diced tomatoes together. So I'll empty that in the blender. We'll turn on the stove, add in our oil. We're going to saute the onions, and then we're going to add in things as required, step by step. I'm not necessarily teaching you anything, I'm cooking with you. Okay, this is the channel that we cook for the love of it. Alright, okay. Now that we have everything set, everything in place, we're gonna start making our rice. So we're gonna begin by turning on the stove as usual, and as it warms up a little bit, a little more, just add in some oil, and then we'll begin by frying the bacon. We'll fry the bacon, and then we'll take out the bacon, place it in a clean bowl, and we'll saute our onions in the bacon. I don't want to call it the bacon fat, but the oil that I fry the bacon in, so the flavor of the bacon can take like over the rice. It'll form part of the aromatics that I'm going to be using. So after the onion is sauteed, we'll add in our tomato paste, and then our blended tomatoes and chilies, and we'll add in our aromatics, which is there's another spice here, which is turmeric based, which is curry powder. It has a beautiful aroma, and I'll use that in this rice. Okay, so I know my kitchen is gonna smell so good, and it's gonna make me really, really hungry. But when the meal is ready, I won't be able to wait, but just get to it and eat it. So anyway, enough of the talking, but I have explained everything, the process to you. If I missed anything, don't worry about it. Everything will end up in the pot. And as I continue to speak, I'll just add in the oil. Wait for the oil to come to a heating point. Okay, so we'll go on and fry our bacon bits. There you go. So you try to spread them apart so they don't stick together. I'll turn the fire down to 4, and what I'll do is I'll quickly wash this so we can put back the bacon. Okay. Now our bowl is deeply washed. It's washed and it's clean and neat. You place it here. It's important. This is going well. We just started now and it's going well. So let's roll. Let's roll. It should be just almost crispy. And just give it a bit more texture. And that's all we're trying to achieve here. So there we go. Let's take out our bacon out of this oil, and now we're going to use this oil and we will saute our onions. Okay, so now whatever you want to refer to this oil as is what do you refer to it as? Our onions. Okay, so our onions are in now. Now let's see. Our next stage is to add in our chili and tomato blend. Okay, so this is it. Nice and colorful. But before that, I'll toss in the tomato paste, and then that would follow. This is our tomato paste. Okay, so let me toss that in quickly. And there we go, it's in there. And the reason why You want the tomato paste to go in first. It's because you want it to sort of fry and so it can be dehydrated a little bit more, you know, because you don't, although you be adding some water to this later on, you still want it a bit dehydrated so the paste can give it the color that you want. So there we go. Watch this. Let me turn down our fire. It's looking like we need a bit more oil in this, so we just add in a little bit more oil. Don't use too much oil. Now this is looking wonderful, and I hope you can see it from wherever you're watching me from. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because as I told you earlier in my other videos, I have so much ideas that I want to bring to the table, and I would have Asian cuisine, Latin American cuisine, European cuisine. Anyway, the third step is adding in our blended tomatoes. So we're going to be cooking, making meals from around the world, everywhere else, and then now we're going to be creating some fusion. So if you're tired of watching the same old boring shows and using the same old, you know, like cooking cookbooks that shows the same old you know, cuisines or specifics, yeah, come to my yard, man. This is the place to be. Every time you come here, you would see something slightly different. You know, we follow the traditional style, the authentic ways, but then we add in some you know, like a modern flavor to our cooking. So be here with me, and I love you being here. You know, and as I said, this is Pangea cuisine, and we cook for the love of it. So we have to enjoy what we're making and make it well. Make everything that we make ours. Every meal is specific to me. So as we wait for the sauce to boil, what is happening is it's also dehydrating the tomatoes in the way, and it's taking off the sweet urge of the tomatoes. It's making it a bit milder as opposed to, you know, taking over the meal. As we continue to boil it out, it just takes it brings the sweetness, the sugary taste of the tomatoes, you know, down a notch. That's why I'm taking my time and allowing it to steam. Wow, look at this. Look at this wonderful, 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 wonderful looking sauce. This reminds me of marinara sauce. That is all it is anyway. You know, it's just tomato sauce. You know, so you can even throw in your pasta and you have a great pasta meal. Adding a bit of water. You're gonna add in a bit of water just to thin it out a little bit. Stir together. And cover it up again, slightly, you know, slightly a bit. Okay, now we'll add in our curry powder. The salt I got from the spice I got from the store, which I think it's paprika based, I don't know. And my own concoction of the allspice. Now we've introduced our rice here, and this is what's going to be going in the tomato sauce. there. You may need a little bit of salt. Crack it open. It comes out nicely. We just add so we have it here. Mix it up. So there we go. Now our stew is cooked beautifully, nice. And from the way I look at this, I think I would want to put some on the side here. That's just for later use. You know, don't wonder what I'm going to do with it. I can even serve it as a side sauce on you know, with this meal. Next thing, the moment we've all been waiting for is here. Now we're going to add in our rice. And our rice is washed thoroughly. It's clean. It's been washed 4 times. Okay. Wash your rice, clean your stuff. Try not to eat your residual unwanted pieces that are found in products. So try to wash your meat, beef, chicken, fish, pork. Wash everything clean. Wash your rice, wash your beans, you know, all your legumes, all your pulses. Wash everything. Okay. So now we just transfer the rice into our sauce. The rest of the rice in here. And how much rice did I use? Someone may wonder. I'm using 4 cups of rice. So now we'll stir. We'll stir the pot. Get all the gravy to mix up with the rice. Oh, this is beautiful. We're getting a wonderful color here. It's going to be, it looks like this will turn out to be light orange as opposed to a deeper orange because I added more rice to it than the gravy. But it's all good. This is great. So we keep it at a low heat and then we put a lid on and we wait for it to sort of fry. So this is a bit like fried rice, but it's uncooked rice, so we have to get it to cook. And in order to get it to cook, what do? We add some water to it. So as it's frying now, I just give it some time to fry, and I stir it around and around and around and around. And then I'll add in water. Try this at home and let me know how yours turned out. If it came out right, it's all good. If you think it's better than mine, it's all good. If you need some help from me, holla at your boy. This is PJ. I'm always around for you. Okay, let's turn the rice around. So our rice is frying, but please keep tossing the rice around so you don't have serious burns in it. Okay. Whoa, beautiful. Now our rice is sort of steaming. It's already cooked. See, it's fried nicely. It's nicely fried. It's stirred one last time. So this is more like fried rice than boiled rice. But then what I'm going to do is add a bit of water to this, a little longer, and our rice will be ready. So let me add in a bit of water to it. Okay, so now we mix it up together. It takes away a bit of the coloring, but it's you have to make sure that your rice is cooked. And then we leave it to cook slowly. Our next step is our steak. So we're going to be frying our steak quickly, and then we'll serve our rice. I'll get the rice, stir in the bacon, so it goes everywhere. You have bacon bits in this rice everywhere. Flavor of rice, and also to give the rice some texture. And this is a beautifully prepared rice. So now this rice is done. And we are almost finished. Done. I'm thankful that I still have your attention. And now we only have a few more minutes to go, so you can just admire the presentation at the end of it. It looks good. We eat with our eyes first before our mouth and bellies. So we're gonna try as much as possible to get it looking decent. All right. Okay, now this is our final presentation. I have a little bit of parsley, dried parsley, and I'll just sprinkle it a bit on top of our rice, not too much, and then place a piece of steak right next to the rice. And this is the chimichurri that I made. So if you want to learn how to make chimichurri, or if you want to see how I made mine, you can look for that video. Okay, so we'll put a touch of chimichurri on our steak, just a little bit, and we'll add some bacon bits also around our rice, and then we'll add a little bit of gravy sauce that we have here on the side. And now our meal is good to go. So we have a side bowl of salad, and I'm just gonna drizzle a bit of olive oil on it, and this is the final product. I hope you love it. And once again, it's your boy Prince Joseph. Thank you for being here with me, and I hope you come back again. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Okay, please like and subscribe, and tell a friend about me. This is Pangea Cuisine, and we cook for the love of it.